Here we go. I got a new Precon, clearly. Galadriel, Elven Queen. It's the Elven Council, Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth Commander Precon. Comes with Collector Booster Sample Pack, 2 Legendary Traditional Foils, and of course, a Commander deck. So 100 cards. I thought this was funny. Look at the bottom. This product does not contain the 1-of-1 ring. Available in English Collector Boosters only. I thought that was funny. Also, 2023. This came out in 2023. We're in the year 2025 of our Lord. You're probably like, why are you opening this right now? What sense does it make to even be opening this? Thought this was a relevant Magic channel. Listen, I have an upgrade idea for this Precon, which, you know, requires the Precon. Hold. Please hold. Please hold. Hope you don't like boxes, because we're destroying them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we've got the look at the Galadriel. This is not an actual card. It's just a thing printed on there. Some +1/+1 counters. Some flying counters, maybe? Okay. Here's our deck. Ooh. That looks fancy. Is that etched or something? I don't think so. Set that up there real quick. Ooh, that's got to be our sample pack probably. And then there's whatever these are. Just some, I don't know what they are. Just some those. But yeah, so I wanted to upgrade this Precon. I had a unique idea, or something that I think is a unique idea for the Precon. So yeah, I needed the Precon. Here's your hint. All right, you ready for your hint? So this came from Card Kingdom. These are cards that are going to be part of the upgrade. Here's your hint. You ready? Not going to show it for long. You ready? Per whim, each player chooses friend or foe. Okay, that's your hint. That's your hint. That's your hint. Nothing else. I think, you know what, let's start with the deck box, because it's probably the most boring part of the whole thing. But, deck box. Here we go. Crudely put together, hurriedly put together. But it's Simic, okay? It's green and blue. Green's the best color in casual Magic. Maybe the best color in Magic in general, but certainly in casual Magic. So here we go. Let's look at the poster. Literally, actually, straight up, there's not going to be room for you to even view this poster, the whole thing. The phone is way too close. Galadriel, the Elven Queen, playing the deck. Pause it if you'd like to read it. Commander rules, look at that. 2 years ago, they were educating you on how to play Commander. Isn't that something? And then it says Galadriel, the Elven Queen, but there's no picture of her here. Oh, here we go, on the back. There's Galadriel. And then Gandalf. I actually think Gandalf's one of the cards I'm going to pull from the Precon. So that almost feels bad. Like it feels wrong, you know? Why are they green and blue aligned? Wow. This is something you only get in old Precons. I have not seen that in quite some time. Telling you why they make sense for those colors, but... Poster. Down. Okay. Next. Ooh. Oh, there's more in there. Ooh, little life spin down. That's a fairly... This has kind of gone away too. I don't think they do this a whole lot. But little spin down. Keep track of your life total. How they used to do it back in them olden days. Okay, collector booster sample pack. I've got to open it. Well, I mean... I've got to open it. Okay, yeah, there we go. I've never opened anything Lord of the Rings, by the way. This is my first Lord of the Rings Precon, my first Lord of the Rings anything from this set. Okay, here's your secret lair plug. Okay, here we go. Faramir, Prince of Ithilien. The One Ring. Nope, okay. Gothmog. So close, Gothmog. When amass orcs, Creature tokens have Death Touch. Okay. Pretty cool cards there. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Now, here's our deck. Galadriel, the Elven Queen, and then a ring token on the back. I'm glad that's actually on the back because I've never played a single card that said like the ring tempts you or whatever. So I actually do need the reminder of what that means and how that plays. But here we go. Galadriel, the Elven Queen. And this is, I think, like the thick card stock. Oh yeah, look at that. So this one's kind of just for display purposes. You're not really meant to play with that one. Which I guess it's your deck, you know, who's gonna stop you? But there's the real Galadriel. Elf, Noble, then there's our Gandalf, both of them in foil. And so the big thing, I don't want to talk too much because, again, I'm going to be doing like a Precon upgrade where we go over a lot of, sorry, I'm trying to get to the lands, where we go over a lot of what the deck is gonna be, you know, how I'm changing it, what I'm upgrading it to. But this Precon was like $45-50 or something, and the reprints are just worth it. I think Raise of Palisades like a $10-13 card. So you'll notice a lot of these cards are talking about the council. For each player, you're voting, you're doing something, you're taking a game action. And that's why I wanted this deck. I wanted a deck that actually plays like a board game in a way, like Council's Dilemma. So each player votes. That's the theme. That's a theme of this Precon, and the upgrade does a lot of that as well. So even this Council, there's a vote involved with this. Elrond, there's a vote involved with this. When players finish voting. So that's going to be the theme, but for now, don't want to give too much away. We're just going to look at the cards. There's no like surprises, you know, it's a Precon, so if you're familiar with the Precon, you know what's in here. But some really cool cards. This is an equipment, goes with elves. It's like a removal spell equipment. This is for when players finish voting. I'm gonna leave that in there. Colossal Whale, frankly, pulling that. This is Devastation Tide's cool. It's a miracle. See this, the printing going around there. It's a miracle. If it's a first card you draw in your turn, you can cast it for the miracle cost. So, Mystic Confluence, really good card. Plea for Power. Swan Song, there's another reprint. It's worth some money. Just recently was reprinted in Edge of Eternity's Precons. Skepticism, another good card. Things like a $6 card, maybe. Lots of elves, you'll notice. Lots of elves. I didn't want to remove a bunch of elves. I still want it to kind of be themed around elves. Heroic Intervention. Now that, I think, is the most expensive reprint. You see Galadriel in there. I think this is like $15. But yeah, I didn't have anything. Seeds of Renewal, I think, kind of sucks. That is going to be pulled. Oh, I didn't get all the lands. There's Exotic Orchard. Okay, but we're kind of in the lands anyways. Oh, okay. So those were lands. Then now we're back to sorceries. There's a creature. Elven Farsight. So this deck put a lot of emphasis on like scrying and things happening when you scry. But I didn't like that idea. Scry 1, draw a card as we talk about that. Scry 2, draw a card. So I wanted to remove some of that and lean towards something else. Beast Within, the best green removal. Cultivate, of course. Elvish Mystic, Mana Dork. Lots of good cards in here. Lots of good elves. It's supposed to be a bit of an elf tribal thing, and elves, you know, are just good. Rampant Growth. Elves are just some of the most supported You know, the most supported creature type, maybe in all of Magic. Growth Spiral, really good Simic. Commander Sphere. Lightning Greaves, that's a decent reprint, $6-7. Really cool, whoops, really cool Soul Ring. Just like that one. And the Whisper Silk Cloak, that's also worth, well, actually, maybe not as much as I think. It may be like $3 or $4, but take a look at some of the lands, the command tower. A couple cycle lands, and then, of course, the basics here. Is that Golem down by the water? I think that might be Golem down by the water, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I've got ideas for this deck. I'm going to make a video in the coming weeks on the upgrade for it. Again, not going to give too much away. But when you have a YouTube channel, okay, you can't just be opening product and not recording it. So here we are. Tree Folk token. Multiple. Wow, lots of Tree Folk tokens. Treasure. Wow, that's actually nice. Insects. We knew that was coming. Bird for your swan song. Okay, another bird. Okay, let's look at the other side real quick. Elf Warriors. My heavens to Betsy, a lot of Elf Warriors. Beast, that's a cool one. Beast, 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 okay. And then we've got just what to do on your turn, I suppose. Popular forms of Magic. Okay, so that just as a Precon card. But then this is the Ring Timshu. The Ring Bearer is legendary. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Whenever your Ring Bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever your Ring Bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices it at the end of combat. Whenever your Ring Bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. So, as the Ring tempts you, you get an emblem. Name the ring if you don't have one. Then your emblem gains its next ability, and you choose a creature you control to become or remain the Ring Bearer. So, anytime a card says the ring tempts you, you basically just go one further down. The ring can tempt you if you don't control a creature. So, this is all just rules text for the ring. Pretty crazy. It requires all this, but it's a cool. It had to be done. You know, it had to be done. It looks perforated. Like you could tear this, I guess, just to pass the ring around, but keep the rules text on you. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tear it. Not going to do it. So, here is our current commander. Hint, hint, hint. But that's the whole box. That's the whole thing. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You're going to miss this upgrade. There's several. This is a juicy upgrade. Beefy upgrade. I think it's close to 30 cards, actually, which just feels like, what are you keeping? You know, at that point. I mean, you've probably got close to 40 lands. So at that point, it's almost like half the deck that isn't lands getting replaced. But here it is. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the upgrade. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. You're not going to want to miss it. Peace.